Greetings, bleepers, how the devil are you? Right, so join me in this post-COVID hellscape of gasping for breath constantly and needing to have a nap every 2 hours. Oh, it's fun, but I like sleeping in fields, so it's all right. Right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to do something slightly different. And there's a few reasons why I want to do it, so bear with me. This, the G-Max Power, is one of the best machines, if not the best machine, and I've used a lot, as you know, that I've ever used. God, great machine. Now I've been thinking about analog and digital, and if I go out with a digital machine on newly turned or newly ploughed, we get those pockets of air. You'll all know, and they would cause a problem for a metal detector. But I don't remember having that problem with analog machines. So I thought, well, I'm going to go back to analog and see if that kind of changes anything, you know? These are great machines. There's a lot of snobbery now in metal detecting. Over the last 5 years, I'd say, people start metal detecting for a year and they think they know everything, but there's still a hell of a lot to be said for analog machines. A hell of a lot. Great with iron, fantastic with iron. Still got good depth, and just the recovery on that is amazing. Really speedy, 18 kilohertz as well. Now, when I say digital, I don't think that the G-Max is probably fully digital. It is in the sense of it's got knobs and, you know, there's no digital display. But I think that the circuitry probably is. You've noticed my speech is all messed up as well. The circuitry is probably digital, but I don't know. I don't think it'll be a 100% digital machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half with this machine, and then I'm going to go half with the old Legend there as well. Do a couple of different feels. Just want to get a general consensus and feel of difference, if you will. Lastly, before I start, the reason I thought about this is because of a guy called Mick Longman. Mick has done the best in metal detecting, bar none, bar even my mate Mark. That guy, I mean, I was in a club with him and he'll just pull out 40 hammers of what he's found that week. One of those guys, you know, just phenomenal detectorist and brilliant. And I was speaking to him at the Joan Allen Rally, which was recently, of course, and he's still using his old G-Max Power. It's been like 10 years, not 15 years, 12 years, 10 years, I'd say, about 10 years, I don't know. And I said, you've not thought about upgrading yet there, Mick? He's like, well, why would I? And I thought, yeah, why would you? Why would you? You just do brilliantly with it and always have done. So to my glee, it does switched on straight away after years of not use. So that's what we're going to do today. Sorry that was a bit of a long-winded intro, but I'm kind of excited about this. Oh, the ground is very dry. Very dry, unlike my throat. And straight away, got a little button. I reckon it's got something on the front of it. Well, that's got to be worth investigation, isn't it? Right, be right back. Did my eyes deceive me, or does that look like a soldier? No, I think they do. There's definitely something there, isn't there? What is that? Okay. Okay, this is a gorgeous signal. Feels pretty close to the surface. Nothing on the ferrous. 42. Let's get it up and have a look. Stonking signal. Could be shrapnel though. Oh, is that it? That is it. No, it's just a bit of, I don't know. It's just a bit of metal, man. But it's not a good bit of metal. No idea what it is, but cracking signal. 2 inches down, 3 inches down. All right. That looks like some wings or something, doesn't it? Or some bunny rabbit ears. Ooh, give it a quick clean off. If anything comes off it, I'll give you a shout, but I don't think so. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I think that's probably a pistol shot with the cast still there and the sprue, maybe. I come to a slightly different field now. Just a boring old button there, but right next to that is this bit of a clay vessel. Interesting. Getting a lot of like half signals coming up. Little things like that are probably old buttons, but a bit of pewter, but nothing substantial at the moment. I think we've got ourselves a coin or button situation here. But that feels thin to me. This could be a little hammered, but I don't think it's going to have anything on it. It could be a love token. So I can't see anything straight away, if you know what I mean. But let's give it a quick clean up, shall we? We'll do it in real time as well. I haven't bought my my toothbrush, but I think it's a love token. But look, I can see a bust. Can you just about see a bust there? It looks like a female head. Well, that's odd. I wonder what that is. Has anybody got any ideas? It's definitely what looks to be a head, or it's just a coincidence, and it is a completely rubbed love token. Pretty cool though, but I'm sure I see something there. Maybe it's just my eyes. Right then, let's scoot over to the old GMP. I'm wondering, is this the first instance of a telescopic scope on a metal detector? I think it might be. It's close, isn't it? The days came after, didn't it? Could well be. Anyway, so my settings are exactly the same as they were, by the looks of it, when I last used it. So let's turn it on. Iron threshold, always add it auto. Frequency I don't need to change because that's pretty much only if somebody else is close to you. Accept, reject, always add in the middle. So simple. Iron volume top. Simple. There you go. You're ready to detect. Ain't it great? Okay, and the first find with the GMP for some years is this little fella. No idea what it is. I'll give it a quick clean up, and if there's anything on it, I don't think there is, I'll come back to you guys. But it's kind of refreshing going back to this kind of, is it analog? I don't know, is it analog? Yeah, it's not a bad start, is it? Oh man, do you remember that old tone? Look at the speed of it still. Right, that feels like a surface find. It is a surface find. Right, where are you? Hear all the grunting in the background? Great, so good. I remember that, oh, it's a little button, look. I remember there was a way of determining, to really figure out foil. There was a little technique and I've forgotten what it was. Yeah, but I haven't had to use that yet. This is great. All right, there's another nice signal. And when it gets to a certain depth, you kind of look in almost for a threshold break. Hear it there? It's good depth, man. Really good depth. And it was, I think, probably another button. But it's the stuff you want to be finding, right? Well, Simon's here, and if you haven't commented already, he reckons that little hammered is a Mary. What do you think? This is a lovely signal, this is. So I thought we'd do this one real time together. Listen to this. Isn't it gorgeous? All right, let's get straight in now, laddie. Straight in there. Feels reasonably close to the top. Let's have a look. Okay, get a bit of the grunts next to it. So quick, so great with iron, this machine. God, I do miss it. I do miss it. What are you telling me, man? Right, no pinpointer. Oh, here it is. Back in the days when we had no pinpointer. Oh, all right, okay. So it's I don't know what it is, but it's a metallic ring. Maybe a tarp thingy-majiggy, but type of stuff that we're looking for, innit, old girl? Fantastic. Little rove there with nails still in it. Found a few of these now. I talked to a lot of Deus 1 and Deus 2 owners about the GMP, and I just say, in the instance of XP, I love that machine, and they say, oh, I've got that mode on my Deus and Deus 2, and I have to explain that no, you don't have that mode. You have a digital representation of that mode. Now, although, good lord, although the Deus 1 and Deus 2 are phenomenal machines in every aspect, it's still not a sincere representation. The best way of putting it is say that you would take the Who, the Beatles, the Stones, they did everything on tape, right? So if they were to now come to the modern era and do everything digitally, the songs would have the same titles, but they certainly wouldn't sound the same. They'd be good in their own right still, but they'd be different. I know it's not very exciting, it's another button, but it's the right type of stuff that you want to be finding, you know? Oh, I think this is military. I think I can see 3 cannons on this one. One sec. That's a weird one. I was going to just completely dismiss that and say, yeah, 3 cannons. It's not cannons though, is it? What is that? Ah, imposter. It's a pretty button though, isn't it? But I don't think it's 3 cannons. Anyone? Oh, I like it. It's cute. Something semi-interesting down here. See that? What are you, sir? What are you? No idea, but it is interesting, isn't it? Could have been something quite elaborate and nice and pretty. Interesting. 2 very different metal detecting experiences. Probably found the same-ish finds-wise. I think that if the G-Max was to have walked over the hammered coin, it would have found it no problem. Let's not get silly, right? So 1 frequency, multi-frequency, not beach mode, although you can still use this on the beach. Oh, come on, Chris. No target IDs, digital target IDs, not waterproof. Well, waterproof. I don't think that's even rainproof, is it? Uses old school battery. Doesn't, you know that? Come on, let's not be silly. But that being said, this does have its place, I believe, still in the metal detecting community. Any analog machine, for that matter. I just miss threshold surfing for a start. That was cool. But I think in a highly iron infested area, I think this will do better. They're just so great at nipping through those places. But also, I feel on newly turned, for some reason, they seem to do really, really well. Lack of target IDs has never really bothered me because I've always been a sound man because I come from analog machines. Been doing this for a long time now, and you learn a lot from using old analog machines. They're different beasts altogether. And also, I find that target IDs on any machine, any digital machine, as soon as you get to a certain depth, they just go, there's something down there. But again, of course, this is super modern technology. But if you're a beginner and you wanted to get into metal detecting, you can pick one of these up second hand, then absolutely go for it. But also if you are like a semi-professional level and you have a digital, I'd say get an analog as a backup as well, because they can do different things and are good in different instances. Be interesting to put this up against like a bog standard digital, like a really low spec one, like the Simplex or something, just to see how it does. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Put it up against, like, do some depth tests or something like that. Anyway, there you go. There's my conclusion. I still think that analog has something to say in the metal detecting world. Thank you for watching, my friends. I shall see you in the next video.